July 30th, 2016. A day that will live in infamy. Because that is the day the book version of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child was released. And while initially excited, I did not like it and generally treat it as fan fiction, as do many Potter fans, I would think. I think so, according to forum posts that I've been reading, purely anecdotal. But it looks like that it might actually be an impossible book based on JK Rowling's own writing. Her own writing negates the work of Jack Thorne, by the way, who is the one who wrote the Cursed Child book adaptation and I suppose the play itself, even though JK Rowling's name is much larger in print on the cover and it's slightly misleading. So, if you're not familiar with how the book goes, here is a kind of spoilery but kind of brief overtone which I will give you. If you're not cool with that, you know what to do. So in the book, Albus Severus and Harry are not really getting along and there's some distance between them. So Albus decides to go back in time and save Cedric Diggory just to spite his dad. Yes. So he and Malfoy's son Scorpius do that, and some other hijinks happen that are unrelated to what I'm going to tell you because it shouldn't be possible that this happens. Now, you may remember that in The Prisoner of Azkaban, Hermione had a time turner, which would allow her to go back in time just a little bit and be sure to get to all of her classes, and also save the life of Buckbeak the Hippogriff. Well, some people may have wondered, oh, why didn't they do this to stop any death in the Harry Potter series? And there's a very specific reason why, as listed on Pottermore, in a section called Hogwarts, an incomplete and unreliable guide. It reads, all attempts to travel back further than a few hours have resulted in catastrophic harm to the witch or wizard involved. It was not realized for many years why time travelers over great distances never survived their journeys. That was also released in 2016 on Pottermore. And so according to that, you can't travel more than a few hours back in time, which means you can't go back to 1981 and save James and Lily Potter, or you'll die. And you can't undo some of the major events that helped shape the Harry Potter world, unless it was just a few hours from then, but no one really had the good sense to just go back in time and fix it. Or perhaps there's another reason that is not uncovered in this particular passage. I mean, the name of the guide that this was in, Hogwarts, an incomplete and unreliable guide, does leave enough room for you to say, well, it's unreliable. Perhaps there are some instances where this would work. I don't know why Albus Severus would have extra power to make this work, in particular above the most talented witches and wizards of the wizarding world, namely Harry and his friends of the time. But yeah, I would say it's plausible at least to say that this negates the ability for Harry Potter and the Cursed Child to exist at all, and you could view it as an alternate reality, which I do, but mainly I view it as a fan fiction, thanks to how things were written, how Hermione was treated, what's up with the trolley witch, you know what I'm talking about. So this gives you an out, even more of an out if you're not a big fan of the book. Audience, were you a fan of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child? Shame on you. Just kidding. If you like it, please let us know why below in the comments, and please like and subscribe for more.